Hey my dudes, my name is Cecilia and welcome to my kitchen here in Stockholm, Sweden. Today is the 12th day of our 12 days of Christmas. We made it! And now I need a drink very badly. So we are going to make glögg. Glögg is mulled red wine and it is incredibly popular here in Sweden during the holidays. You can buy glögg like ready-made from the state-run liquor monopoly, Systembolaget, but for those of you who do not live in Sweden or who would like to make their own, today we are going to be making my grandmother's glögg recipe. Now there are 1,000 ways to skin a cat and 1,001 ways to make glögg. So this is just her recipe and you can adjust it based on your own taste preference and strength preference. So let's go. The base of the glögg is red wine. This is a vino tinto, and I literally walked into Systembolaget and was like, hey, I need a good wine for glögg, and this is what they suggested. You don't want your red wine to be too tannic. My grandmother suggested a Chianti. This is what the guy at Systemet suggested. So it was also like one of the cheapest wines available. He was like, don't use a good, like, expensive red wine for glögg, and I was like, okay, you know what you're talking about. You don't need like an expensive wine or anything. And now you all get to watch me open a wine bottle. Here's the thing, right? Like I've worked in like Michelin-starred restaurants, and that means that I'm actually doing it right, I think. Oh my God. I never open wine bottles like on my own. I always have a friend who's a sommelier to do this for me. My ex-boyfriend was really into wine, so like I don't remember the last time I opened a bottle of wine by myself. Woo! But I did it. See? Strong independent woman over here. So, red wine into your stock pot. Pour the whole thing in. Gorgeous. Now, in with that, you want 250 grams of sugar, a quarter of an orange, peeled. Sometimes I do a little bit more because I really like orange. Yeah, that was more like a half. And then, one. Okay, well, it says 1 cinnamon stick, but I'm gonna put in 2 for funsies. And then I have here some whole cloves. So I'm gonna put in 1, 2, 3, 4, because these are like really strong, right? And this goes on the heat at the lowest setting. It can be on hotter, like a medium heat, but you have to watch it. Like we do not want the alcohol to boil away. Obviously not. So you don't want to boil this at all. You just want to get it hot enough that all of the sugar melts. Okay, so my sugar is starting to basically be melted and things are getting warm. Things are happening here, people. All right, so I don't feel any more sugar. So I'm turning that all the way down as low as it can go. And it's just starting to like steam. That's perfect. Because you want it to be warm so that you can be like, warm, but not so you boil off the alcohol. Then I have a little measuring guy here and we are going to add in some Madeira. And we're gonna add in 250 milliliters-ish. There we go. Throw that in there. And then comes my favorite part, aquavit. You can use any type of aquavit. Skåne is not my like traditional favorite. Usually I like ep, but Skåne was cheaper. So I bought Skåne. And we're gonna add in 250 milliliters of that as well. Whoop. Stir it around, mixy, and wait until it gets warm again. That's it. That's the whole drink. Now the way glögg is served is also very like important, and it's always the same. So you have these little glögg glasses. You could use any tiny little cup, but like every single household in Sweden has these tiny little cups that they break out at Christmas time specifically for glögg. And then you have almonds, which are just blanched, and then raisins. Sometimes people have like cute little like teapots, or like there are some really great like old copper ones, like old copper glögg pots that you can find at like secondhand stores and stuff. I do not have one because every time I see one, I'm like, Cecilia, do you really need a copper glögg pot? Which obviously I do. I just like have convinced myself, you know, when it's March that I don't need to buy one, but like this is obviously something I need to fix in my life. Anyways, this is now warm enough, so you just ladle it into your little cup. Spilling is normal. And then I like both almonds and raisins. And that's it. That's glögg. It'll get less strong as it cooks, but right now it's really tasty. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked today's video, then please like and subscribe. And I just wanted to say really quickly, this kind of marks the end of my first full year here on YouTube. And so for those of you who have already liked, subscribed, commented, given feedback, supported me in real life and online, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate it. I have had so much fun doing this, and I also hope that you have happy holidays surrounded by good food, loved ones, and that you get time to rest and chill out. I personally am going to be resting and chilling out and won't have new content coming out until about the end of January. I am taking a Christmas break. And with that said, God jul, gott nytt år, och vi ses. Hej då!